along the way we stumbled across, after looking at all kinds of different things to adapt, we found a place in this small city called Görlitz that's actually half of the city's in Germany and half is in Poland. It's on a river, and we found a department store that was no longer that was empty. I mean, it was not abandoned, and it had been a functioning department store only a few years earlier. But it was a place built, it's sort of Art Nouveau style building from 1907, I think, something like that, and enormous and empty. And when we went to the place, I realized, well, we can do the inside of the hotel we can do right here, and we have a lot to work with, and we have things to build in here, but this is a great basis. And we sort of designed our production around that discovery. And as we went forward, we sort of located everything. In fact, we needed this. The one thing that we really struggled to find, and at one point we almost considered just going to Budapest, where there's an existing thermal baths, but because we couldn't find a good old thermal baths. We'd found a couple that were in Germany that we might have done, but then we finally located, maybe 4.5 minutes walk from this department store, an abandoned one. And it was a ruin, and it was kind of falling apart, but it was the kind of ruin that we could work with, and it was in the right spot, 4.5 minutes away, and everything in the movie sort of came together in that way. We built it all around this one town. Our prison was the next town over, but it was great. And the thing I also felt very right about it was Görlitz is at this intersection of Germany, Poland, and Czech Republic. It's the beginning of Eastern Europe, but it's really is in it, and that's what our story was about. And our story was about what happened in those places. Where we shot was East Germany, and so the kind of transitions that we talk about, that this is where it was. In fact, we're on the edge of the Sudetenland in that place, and that's really where the war begins. And some of the events of the movie are really connected to that event and that kind of situation. So we found. I feel like we found a sort of ideal place to make the movie the way we had in mind.